Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. We've just finished clearing out the Black Meadow, and we're now going to head east. Assuming clicking on that doesn't cause the game to crash. We're gonna... I think I'm gonna have to gather my party.
You must gather your party
Absolutely.
before venturing forth.
We're gonna head east to Caed Nua, which is our destination for the main quest. We've got to meet some old watcher guy, which is what we are. Well, not old, I mean, but we're both watchers. Look at this, nice bridge. Lovely river. Very peaceful birds in the background and all that. Hello, sir. You have a gun. Just... feel like this. Feel like I should be able to just keep walking, but obviously we can't. Alright, it's a big keep, whatever this is. I mean, obviously this is Cade Nua, but not small. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Hello, Kana. Just off the side of the path into Cade Nua stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set Omoa clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What you doing here? The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've already walked the perimeter twice. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks just there. Workers and masons, I expect. Carving a little immortality for themselves. He looks up at the wall again, expression fond. It's a fine keep, Cade Nua. 2 centuries to its name and abandoned for nearly as long. Oh. It's not that fine,
but
then,
the
really.
truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Mayorwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
Rough. Rough. Well, I'm here for the same guy.
Truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Mayorwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it.
Okay, so I'm going to assume this guy's a companion, and he wants sacred text to his
I've
people.
journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep.
Why is it in the Deerwood? Precisely. That is the very question. He laughs. It's a long and twisting tale, my friend, as all good chants should be. I can tell you more if you wish it in time. Alright, let's go find Merveld
Excellent.
then.
Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for.
Interesting, he's
I
got
say
nameless
believe,
enemies.
but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
What are a few assassins between friends?
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
Alright. So we got, I assume this is his side quest? Yeah. Same deal though, find Merveld. Okay, so what is this guy? He's a 4th level chanter, which I believe is basically a bard of sorts-ish. He said a sword. It looks to me like he's carrying a gun. He's definitely carrying a gun, yeah. An arquebus. Oh, and he has a sword, too. Two-handed sword, two-handed arquebus. He's got a very fancy turban, +1 intellect. He's got heavy armor, which is interesting. Alright.
Yes?
So we have a party of 5 now. I believe the limit is 6, but I could be wrong. Presumably we have to go through that gate, but I'm going to explore what lies along this path first.
I shall be discreet.
Skin
I'm here.
bone. Little outbuilding. One shattered cask. Still smells faintly of ale, long spilled into the dirt. Outbuilding, but I can't get into it. Alright. Back to the main gate then. Love how the party runs like that. Okay, through the gate. I should set up a formation, really, but...
Looks like this place has been abandoned for years.
And that's what the Amoa said. No real hints on which way to go. It's just... Oh, it's... got a bit of a shadow problem, huh? Okay, well, we obliterated that one pretty good. Oh, or just teleported over here, maybe. Well, if they're anything like the last group of shadows we fought, I'm not too worried about them. Kana is shooting them with his gun. I don't know if that'll work well or not, but
I'm here.
trying.
Here's a lesson to be.
Will-o-wisp. Hater, you doing okay? Yeah, he's doing okay.
I'm here. Stand together! Yes? At once.
Another closed-off building. Another rather dilapidated-looking building. Can't get into any of these. Lame. This looks like possibly was a garden. Only weeds grow in this dusty patch. I guess that means it was a garden, yeah. There's another shadow. The hedges grow in shaggy heaps shot through with weeds and tall grass. I can't go through that gap in the hedges, though. And I'm in combat. Alright. Thorns go for the shadow. Ader go for the will-o-wisp. Durance, why does it go for the shadow mean go that way? Ouchie. Everybody else back up. This is kind of messy. What happened? Did Oloth get... I don't know what happened. Yeah, he must have gotten hit with a panic spell or something. Kana. The number of them is doing enough damage to actually work hitters. Slightly. There we go. Oh, it's not the numbers, it's the fact that one of them is this phantom.
How may I?
Exterminate that bastard.
Yes?
Those are much more annoying than shadows.
Absolutely.
At least the dog's okay. Okay, now this looks more like a main... okay, we can go in here. But I feel like I should finish exploring the outside here first. Another will-o-wisp.
Brave God's
God's sake. Just a will-o-wisp. It's a little
I'm here.
excited.
Yes?
There must be more down here. No?
Leave our village!
Oh.
We've
hi.
done nothing to you!
What's up, ghost villager?
You can't do this!
Spectral smoke churns all around you. At first you can see nothing except the haze, but gradually you make out the wizened, hunched shape of an old elven man. His face and bone-thin arms are smeared with paint. You can't do this! He shakes his head, spitting the words at you.
This is our village! Our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all!
Well, I don't know who the Nine Claws are, but apparently somebody wrecked this place.
Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
I'm thinking somebody burned them all. He reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all that emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back away. Yeah, somebody definitely burned...
I'm here.
I guess, sort of call this a village? Oh, what the hell are those? Flame blights. Is that left over from this place getting burned down? One of your
brave God's
magical consequences type things? Don't know how tough they are. I feel like Durance's flame damage is unlikely to be the most effective against them. Something tells me they can't be knocked down either, but we'll try.
Hey.
This isn't.
They don't have much health.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'd be glad to.
Not too big a problem. Primal Flame. A bright little flame which leaps and sparks with magical energy. That's worth 14 copper.
Brave God's
Really? Just a will-o-wisp? Sucks to be that thing.
I'm here.
Okay, that's the bulk of the outline of this place explored. Let's just see what's down here. This trapdoor has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle only produces a heavy rattling, so we can't get in. That looks open, but we still can't get into there. There's some more shadows. There's a phantom. It's just everybody targeting. Wow, that was fast. Okay. No, it's one more. One for the casters. Well, this teleporting bout's annoying. Oh, I took a bunch of damage there actually, but he'll be fine. Is this like an amphitheater? Can't quite tell what that is. There's a big pile of Adra sticking out of the middle too.
brave God's
Lizard skins, knuckle bones, and teeth of various sizes lie among the weeds. Alright, I think that's everything that's up here then. So, I guess it's a matter of going downstairs, probably. Or not downstairs, just through this door. Although there's also... Can we go through this gate? Seems like maybe not. Let's go through the door. Very ruined inside. The sour odors of rancid grain and spoiled fruit permeate the air. Dust and rusted utensils cover the countertop. Rats skitter among the broken stairs. I can't go upstairs. Don't know what the hell this is, but it was something. The shelves creak under the books. Many of the covers are mottled with mildew. Looks like a chest. Nothing in it, though. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alembic, a cracked mortar, and various shattered bottles and vials to the table. Okay, there's not actually... I don't think there's anything in here, unless there's... some way to go up those stairs. Was there some other, route forward through this place? I guess there's gates there and there. I didn't really go behind that house. But it doesn't really look like you can't get behind that house, and I sincerely doubt there's anything there. No, I don't think so. Let's try this gate, or maybe that gate that's marked. Can't really see the actual gate, though. Nope. Oh, it looks very overgrown. Yeah, can't go through there. What about this one? Oh, we can go through here. Okay. Must be through here then. Ah, dentimated. Enter the keep. You think this is the keep? I guess so. This is the
Do you
Great
think
Hall.
he'd be mad if we sat in his chair? He doesn't have to know.
Phantoms and things.
Stand
Does everybody hit the
together.
phantom with like, multiple phantoms? In that case, we're gonna need to be a little bit more organized here. Endurance, cast this. What kind of abilities do you have anyway? Okay, he has his basic spells active, I guess. But he has to chant something before he gets to the fancy ones, I see. Let me hit one of the phantoms with a magic missile. Especially not.
Hey,
Damn. All good.
stand together! Certainly.
The grey and brown pelts of mice flit between the boards. The brazier's chains are rigid with rust. The face with... Sounds like a very nice sword. Hold on now. Let me look at my... Where did that just go? My inventory's in here. Oh boy. There it is. It's 13 to 19 damage. Plus 20% of graze is converted to hits. Plus 5 accuracy and 25% damage against spirits. Plus 2 constitution. Minus 3 will. Its blade covered with graceful Glanfathan engravings. Whispers of Yenwood was once the sword of the first road warden of Caed Nua. When the Earl of Yenwood appointed Caed Nua, the young lord feared the spirits that were rumored to dwell under the young castle's foundation. He spent a sizable sum to have the Black Mirren steel blade forged, shipped to the Eastern Reach for engraving by the Earl's Glanfathan slave artisans, and enchanted to Newt Dunreed. Caed is known to have used the sword in the Battle of Old Giron and to help the neighboring Radrics suppress an uprising in Gilded Vale, but there's no recorded use of it in Caed Nua. Over time, Caed began to believe that the sword had been cursed by the Glanfathan artisans who decorated it. He confided in those close to him that he thought the spirits of the dead were speaking to him through the blade while he slept. One evening, against the pleas of his wife and soldiers, a maddened Caed carried the sword deep into the misty woods of Ire Glanfath. His body was never recovered, but the next road warden the Earl assigned to Caed Nua found it waiting for him on the throne in the keep's great hall. None of the soldiers could explain how the sword had appeared there. No road warden has carried the sword since that day. Oh, this sword's super cursed. But 13 to 19 damage, I feel like Ader. Okay. I mean, it does more damage than this flail does. This flail does have that. But this sword is really good against spirits, which is kind of what we're fighting right now. It does make you more vulnerable to mental attacks, but I'm going to have Ader use this. Seems effective against our current opposition. Okay, there's another door over here. So there's doors on both sides that lead out. Like, via loading screens out. As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble. Its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Caed Nua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
Would you be Merveld?
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
Hold on, is this like Steward? It's a statue. Is this like the actual incarnation of the castle or something? Like, is it enchanted?
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Okay, so this is the castle's designer, and she's somehow been, like, magically implanted in this statue to watch over the castle or something.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Okay, any idea where he is?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
So are you just stuck in this throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul.
Fascinating. So they've shoved
it's not
this
as
person's
confining
soul
as it
into an Atra
seems.
throne.
I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
What Earl is this?
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath.
Oh, so this castle is modern, but it's built on the ruins of some really ancient Glanfathan site. And one that the Glanfathans didn't want to protect.
He devoted his life to excavating the
Weird.
ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem.
Oh, this place
Years
is really
passed,
cursed, isn't
and
it?
with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
Damn, how well did they bury this place? And maybe you gotta ask at some point, why did somebody go to the trouble to bury it so deep? So what did he find?
An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents,
Ah,
the Earl among them.
classic case of unsealing the evil in a bottle.
After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Meowall's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly.
Noted.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
So that's the door forwards, I guess. 'Cause that's what just opened. What's this? This looks like just a small side hall. Oh, this is the treasury. There's nothing in it, so lame. Alright, what about these two doors then? NPCs with golden nameplates were designed by backers. Okay, those are the ones that have a really long history tree, I think. It feels as if cobwebs are the only things holding this rickety old mess together. Something has made a nest out of old straw and mattress ticking. Yeah, the place ain't doing so great. Alright, there's really nothing up here either. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.